out of the way. Alright, now that I've put my bass down, just want to say hello everybody. My name is Charles, and I am a aromantic-asexual bass player who also happens to have a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering. I often call myself the ace who plays bass, but I really should be calling myself the aerospace ace who plays bass. Get it? Aerospace who plays bass? Enough of the jokes. Anyhow, happy Ace Week to everybody. Hope it's been well for you. And wanted to give a little brief, hopefully coherent, background on, my asexuality, like what coming out has been like for me and all that sort. Anyhow, so I didn't publicly come out as an asexual aromantic until about 2 years ago. I'm 29 now, so, and that was around Valentine's Day of, 2018 I came out. But even so, I've always felt I always was asexual, like, even before I even knew that asexuality was a legit orientation. Because growing up, I've been surrounded by, people like, my buddies and, like, classmates, anybody else. They were constantly talking about getting into relationships, getting laid, this, that, and the other thing. And, like, honestly, I never really saw why that was so important to, like, get a girlfriend, boyfriend, and, significant other, and, like, have to, have sex. I mean, like, why is that such a necessity, I thought. But, me, was wanting to fit in with my friends, I just kind of went along with it and, like, had to go through this ear, out the other, and just like, okay, yeah, okay, getting laid, cool. Yeah, well, and as I said, the idea of sex just never appealed to me, like having sex. I don't see why that's so important, and I have no interest in that. Even, like, being in a relationship with all these romantic feelings, I'm like, come on, I'm not into that. I mean, like, how asexual, by definition means to have a lack of interest in, a lack of, desire for sex, the same going for aromantic, lack of romantic desire. And just because we have that label, that doesn't mean we hate sex. It's not anti-sex. It's just it doesn't appeal to some of us as it does to other people, And that's so yeah. Basically, I had to kind of pretend to like some things just to fit in, because I didn't want my friends to shun me. I thought they would, like, think very much less of me if they found out I was asexual. And though I've always had no interest in, like, going out and getting laid, like, I never even knew that being asexual was an actual, like, genuine orientation until I was about maybe 20 or so years old. I've been around for, so long, I kind of forget exactly when, but 20 sounds about right. It's just that I just thought that asexual was just just what you labeled yourself. I actually had no idea that there was a whole, like, fluid spectrum for asexual. I just, and it just, when I found out about it, it kind of just, blew my mind. In addition to being afraid of coming out as ace then, like, I was still kind of learning about, myself, and, learning about the LGBTQ plus community and the asexual spectrum and all that stuff. I didn't feel like I was ready to come out, in addition to, like, fearing people are going to, like, think less of me or try to call me out and say, oh, you're not asexual, come on, man, it's just a phase, blah, blah, blah. But, I think we all kind of have that fear, and, like, there's always going to be haters on there saying that. And, as counterintuitive as it seems, asexuals can and do pursue relationships, and they can and do have sex, That kind of threw me for a loop at first, too, but then when I really thought about it, sexuality as a whole is fluid, and, some of us, may just want to, like, support our partner. Like, if an asexual is dating an allosexual person, someone who's not asexual, they want to do what they can to make their partner happy, and sometimes they'll have sex with them, and that doesn't make anyone any less asexual. Like, I've pursued relationship in the past, mainly due to pressure to conformity from, like, my older siblings and my friends. Kind of, I used to get made fun of because I didn't have a girlfriend and I was a virgin, even though there's nothing wrong with either of those things. If you want to be single, be single. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So anyhow, moving along, I think it wasn't until about 2016-ish, maybe 2015, that I stumbled upon a whole, online community, for the asexual, aromantic community. So, and I was just blown away by how much information there was about, the asexual spectrum and everything about it. Like, I came across, people on the internet like Amelia Ace, Embley99, Samantha Amy, Yasmin Benoit, Slice of Ace, and a whole bunch of other people. And if you haven't seen any of their videos, go check them out. They are some of the most awesome people you'll ever see. And from these asexual activists, asexual creators, I've learned so much, not only about the asexual community, the asexual spectrum, all the different branches like demisexual, ace flux, and Gray-Asexual. I learned more about myself, and I came to accept myself better. And when I came out in 2018, I couldn't be any happier. I had no regrets. I was afraid of the backlash that I might receive from some people, and I had nothing but support from my friends. It took a little while for my parents to kind of understand, but they grew to support me too. It's not easy. It's very counterintuitive, but that's the way it is. And my apologies if I'm repeating myself, but it is mostly from these creators that I've learned that, as counterintuitive as it sounds, it's okay if an asexual wants to have a relationship with somebody. I've actually had a relationship with somebody across the world, about a couple years ago. Relationship had ended badly, but that's a story for another time. So, I'm going to leave this off. If you're an ace-aro, an ace-hetero-romantic, a demi-panro, or anything at all, etc., then that's okay. And I just want you to know that you are valid, you are loved. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Just, we are who we are. And, well, I hope, even though I said it before, have a happy Ace Week, and if it's the end of it, I hope that it was awesome for you, and keep being you.